So if you have existing plumbing from the builder and you're planning on putting a bathroom in the vicinity of the pipes, chances are, almost 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out. So let's take a look at the plumbing that we have on the floor here, and we'll show you where we've located our fixture locations for this project in both bathrooms and where we're going to have to move this existing plumbing. They do have their own sewage ejector, which you can see down on the floor here. Sewage ejector is the pit that has the pump in it, the grinder pump, that will take the sewage water from your bathroom and flush it up into the home's existing plumbing system. So these are already in the floor from the builder. We've got one here that we're putting in a closet here in this corner. And here's one of our bathrooms right here. And the toilet was really close. As you can see right here, we're going to be jacking the center of our floor right here for our toilet. All right, you can see where they have it right here. We're really close. We're like 6 inches away from where we really need to be. So we'll have to open up the floor here and move this 3-inch pipe to that location. That'll be the exact center. So not too bad for the toilet. This is the vent line, 2-inch vent line that the builder had put in to vent the bathroom. Unfortunately, this is our wall line, and our wall's sitting on this side of that red line. So this 2-inch pipe's coming right up out of the floor beside our toilet in our bathroom. So that's not going to happen. That's not going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to jack the floor open a little bit right here and get it behind the wall line and reconnect it. So we're looking at about, I don't know, again, about another 6 to 8 inches. We're going to move that 2-inch vent line back. And then over here, we have what would be our shower drain. All right, and that's missing the mark by about, I don't know, almost 3 feet. Here's our shower right here. This is the center of our shower pan right here. And that's about 3 feet away. So we're going to have to jack from here 3 feet over and reinstall this 2-inch shower drain line in that location. So that's the furthest we got to go in this bathroom, is the 3 feet on the 2-inch shower drain. That's better than starting from scratch. You know, if you've got pre-existing plumbing, you should always try to utilize it underneath the floor and tap back into it. That way you don't have to completely reinstall all the toilet drain line, vent line, and the shower drain lines completely, you know, because the sewage ejector is over there in that corner, and that's about 20 feet away, and it's all connected from the builder underneath this concrete floor before they poured the floor. So we're saving ourselves a ton of work by utilizing the existing plumbing drain lines, even though they're in the wrong location, but by only having to move them a couple feet or a couple inches left or right, we're saving ourselves a great deal of time. Now let's go down and take a look at this other bathroom. Okay, right up here underneath the staircase here, we've got the other sewage ejector pit, again put in by the builder. All right, that's all connected over here into this bathroom plumbing, which again is in the wrong locations, but they're close. Here we've got our shower drain for our 5-foot shower in the wrong spot. Our drain's actually going to be right over here. And we're looking at about, I don't know, again, about 3 feet from here over to this location here to move our shower drain. But remember now, that shower drain is already connected under the floor all the way over there to that sewage ejector. So we're saving all that work and having to redig that pit by just moving that shower drain over here about 3 feet. For our toilet, and you can see I have the toilet drawn there on the floor. I don't know how well you can pick that up, but there's the center of the drain for the new toilet location, and here's our toilet location from the builder. So we're looking about a foot over here on the 3-inch line. And again, the vent line is coming up out of the floor in the bathroom. Unfortunately, our wall is going to be sitting on this side of the red line, so this is going to have to be moved over here about 6-7 inches. But that'll be a lot less work and a lot less jacking of the concrete to move those drain lines just those couple of inches or just a few feet in the case of the showers. That way we don't have to mess with the integrity of the sewage ejector that's already nicely done here and already under the floor connected to all those drain points. We just got to jockey them around a couple inches, feet, left, right, and put it all back together then with a little bit of concrete work. Now you can see we've got all the framing done in this basement. It's 100%, and now we've got all the walls in, including the shower walls. We're ready to start doing this here. Now we've already jacked open the floor. So here was our 5-foot shower, the original one we showed you. I did show you where we were going to have to come up into the center of this 5-foot shower. So we jacked all the way over to that point, and that represents the center of the 5-foot shower. And we jacked all the way across back to the original location that I showed you. This is where the 2-inch line was coming up for the shower originally, or a tub, whatever it was going to be. In our case, it's going to be a shower. But anyway, we had to get it from here about 3 feet away over to here. So we jacked it open. You can see all the stone and everything we dug out of there. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to reconnect our drain back to the original location. Okay, for where the builder had it, over to our final location right here. So that's the shower. The toilet we talked about, we only had to move about 3 or 4 inches. Here's what the builder had. We haven't moved anything yet. What we're going to do here, here's where it's coming up. We need to be over here about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 inches away, I guess. We're going to cut the 3-inch pipe off here. We're going to put a 45-degree fitting on there. We're going to move it over and bring it back up where it needs to be. So this 3-inch line here was an easy move. We're only going a couple inches, and we'll tie back in there. That's an easy one. And the vent line that we had sticking up out of the floor, which also serves as the 1.5-inch drain line for the sink, was coming up right here beside the toilet in the wrong spot, on the wrong side of the wall. So we jacked open the floor, found our pipe. We jacked underneath our wall, and we're going to come out on the other side over here and bring it up back behind the wall here. All right, so our sink's going to drop down into there, and our vent line's going to come up as well. So this 1.5-inch pipe serves as the sink drain line and the vent line, all right, into the system for the sink. So that was another easy move. That was only about a foot that we were going to move from here to the other side of the wall. So that was this bathroom here. All right, we moved the shower. We move the toilet, we move the vent line, sink drain line, real simple. Everything will still be interconnected underneath the floor to the existing pipes that we're running about 20 feet away over into the corner into the sewage ejector, which we talked about here at the beginning of the video. All those pipes, the shower, the sink, and the toilet are coming over here to the pre-existing sewage ejector. All right, we didn't have to move any ejectors. We didn't have to change any of the 20-foot run from the ejector over to the bathroom. It all stayed as it was. And we made some simple, quick corrections in here to reroute things and move things a couple feet, couple inches inside the bathroom itself, thereby saving all that extra work that we may have had to do if we weren't sure what we were doing, and we thought maybe we have to dig another ejector and just start from scratch. So you can see how much work we did over here for the toilet and the sink. Not much, just a couple small holes. And the biggest change we made here was like that 3-foot change from the original shower drain to the new shower drain location. So we saved ourselves a ton of work. And you can see what we dug out of the trenches here. You know, it's a little bit of stone, crushed stone, but had we had to change the whole system to the ejector, it would have been a week's worth of work and a ton of labor and time. So that's that bathroom. Let's go down and take a look at the other one. This one down here, again, we had to move the shower about 3 feet. Recall the shower was coming up way over here in the bathroom, and this framing right in here from this wall over to here is 5 foot. This is where our 5-foot shower pan is going to sit. There's the center of the new location of the center of our shower pan, our 5-foot shower pan, and we jacked straight across to the original location that the builder had put in. And you can see there's the 2-inch original. I guess would have been a tub or a shower drain in the wrong location. You can see it's already in a 2-inch trap down the floor from the builder. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this off right here in front of the trap, put a 45 on there, whatever fitting we need, turn it into the trench here, and run it over to here and bring our 2-inch shower up out of here. All right, so that's the shower in this bathroom, and down here was the 3-inch line being turned up in the wrong spot for the toilet. We actually need this to be right over there where we kind of carved that out a little bit, so we're going to have to put a fitting on here, turn the 3-inch pipe and shoot it over here about a foot away, maybe 16 inches away, and bring that back up in the correct location for the toilet. Here was the sink drain slash vent line set up here that we're going to be bringing up out of the wall over in this location over here behind the wall. Alright, so our sink, which is being plumbed in right here, will come down, it will go through the wall around and drop down into that little area that we jacked at right there. That's where we're going to bring our vent line and our drain line up out of the floor. So that 1.5-inch line will be moved over there about a foot away. So again, we opened up the floor. We got a couple little piles of stone in here, but nothing compared to the project we would have had if we would have been moving the sewage ejector for this bathroom. And this bathroom has its own ejector right over here in a closet that we built underneath the stairs. This is from the builder. So this pit is interconnected under the floor over here to all these pipes. But we don't have to touch the integrity of the ejector, and that is a ton of work. Having to jack the floor and dig an ejector is a major operation. It's just so much labor compared to just bringing the chipper down here, our floor buster, our electric floor buster, and opening up a couple small trenches, a couple small holes, and just jockeying around the existing plumbing. So if you guys got existing plumbing and it's just not working out, and I know that's the case, 90% of the time because we do these all the time, and these drain lines are never in the right spot. I mean, if you get one where you don't have to move the toilet or the sink or the shower, it's almost like a gift from God. It just doesn't happen. Because the builders, when they put these pipes in the floor, they don't know what your exact layout is going to be for your bathroom. They don't know what your floor plan is going to look like. They're just sticking this stuff in the floor and hoping for the best. And again, it just doesn't normally work out. So bringing the floor buster down, which I'll show you what that looks like here. All right, this Bosch here, the Brute. I mean, we rented these for years. You can rent one for $75 for the day from a rented center. Comes with the chipper bits on the end for you. Take it back at the end of the day after you get your floor opened up. We own our own now, but for years when we needed them, we would just rent them for the project and budget it into the cost of the job. Again, it's somewhere between $75 to $100, depending upon where you're at, what your local rental fees are. But it's well worth it to rent this floor buster. And again, it's electric. It runs on 110. Just plug it in the wall and open up your floor and take it back at the end of the day. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the floor now. Jonathan's got everything connected, everything moved, and we've got the vent lines in. I'm going to try to explain this so that you can understand it. Just understand that, where we have the vent lines, where we have it all interconnected, it's going to be different on every job. The main point is we've got everything vented in this bathroom. The sink is vented, the shower is vented, and the toilet is vented in here. Let's see how it all ended up here on the floor, and I'll show you how we connected the vent lines in both bathrooms. Okay, so as you guys remember, originally we had our toilet over here, and we moved it over here. You can see how we opened the floor. This 2-inch line that's coming out of this 3-inch fitting down here, this 3-inch Y, is the vent line. You can see it goes across, comes up in the wall, and goes all the way up, and eventually ties into the ceiling right up there. That vent line was here from the builder. Was pre-installed up through the roof, and we connected into that. All right, we'll drop back down here to the sink. You can see our sink drain line right here came in 1.5 inches. It dropped down into that 2 by 1.5 inch wide right there. That's this fitting right here, and when it did that, it also vented the sink. All right, so the sink is vented here along with the toilet, and that's how we did our connections down in the floor. See, we used a series of fittings here. We got a 90. It looks like we got two 22.5s right there. Whatever fittings we needed to make it work to get up the center of our toilet 12.5 inches off the wall. All right, for a standard toilet. All right, so that was the toilet. And the shower started over here. Builder had it over here. I guess originally it was going to be for a tub, but we needed a center drain in a 5-foot shower. So we cut it off right there and we worked our way over to the center of the shower pan, which is right here. That's our drain. It's 2-inch trapped right there. And that's inside of this 5-foot shower, framed 5-foot shower opening we have here. Alright, and if you can see, right here, we got another one of those 2-inch by 2-inch Ys here. We come straight through. This pipe here goes right over there to the sewage ejector. And remember, the method to our madness was we didn't want to move the sewage ejector or have to dig another one. So we connected back into the original 2-inch pipe, which was for the drain for the tub shower. And we vented it in 2-inch right through here, right onto the floor, under the wall. And you can see us coming up right here in the 2-inch vent line for the shower. It turns back in there and eventually winds up right over here with the 2-inch coming up from the toilet and the sink. Alright, so the 2-inch coming up from the toilet and the sink, and this is the 2-inch that we brought over all the way over from our shower. It's all in 2-inch, and it goes up, like I said, and ties into the ceiling, into the 2-inch vent line going up through the roof on the builder. Alright, so you can see what we had to do here. We had to jack open a small area of the floor, not huge, to do the toilet, and a little bit of a trench over there for our shower. And we did have to jack another little hole over here so that we could feed that vent line and get it through behind the wall so we could do our vent tie-in. So there was another little section here we had to jack out. But nothing major. Nothing major. And we saved a ton of time by not having to redo this sewage ejector pit. Because all the pipes coming from that pit were all pre-installed under the bathroom floor. We just had to, like I said, move things a couple inches, a couple feet in each direction and tie back into the original plumbing. Run down here to this other bathroom quick. Okay, so here's where our shower started, right over here. Again, it was probably set up to be the end of a tub shower. It was in the wrong position. So we jacked the floor open over here inside of our 5-foot shower enclosure that we framed here. And we moved it from over here, about 3 feet down over here. And there you can see our 2-inch drain coming up out of the floor there. And we have another one of those 2x2 Ys here where we came out the side for our vent line. We ran that down, up in behind the wall, comes across, ties in here to another 2-inch that's coming up that came from our toilet. See our toilet line down there, which we had to move over about a foot. So we got our toilet coming around in 3-inch, and we widened into the side for the vent line for the toilet. And here's our 1.5-inch drain line coming in for our sink, and that comes around and drops down into that 2-inch Y right there, and that also serves as the vent line for the sink, coming all the way up, and eventually tying into an existing 2-inch line, vent line that was put in from the builder. And so everything's vented, and as you can see, we just had 2 small holes here to do the toilet repositioning for our toilet drain, and we had this 5-foot trench that we dug across here for our vent line and our 2-inch drain line for our 5-foot shower. Again, now this one here, the sewage ejector was way over there in the corner, which from the toilet is about, I'd say, close to 18 feet away, maybe 20 feet away. We didn't have to mess with that. The 3-inch line that's going into that sewage ejector is right over here in the floor. It's right here. That's the 3-inch line that's going under the concrete floor all the way over to the sewage ejector. We didn't have to move the ejector, and we didn't have to replumb the bathroom. We just had to do a little bit of jockeying around here. We had a foot on the, like I said, on the toilet drain, and from where the original shower drain was to the new location was about 3 feet, but then we opened up that trench the rest of the way across so that we could snake our 2-inch vent line back in there. Alright, so we're all plumbed in, all of our water's pressurized, everything's been tested, all of our drain lines have been pressure tested, they've been inspected by the township, the city. We passed all of our inspections, and we're now ready to hang drywall in there. And this basement has been completely insulated, fire stopped, fire caulked to code. We had our framing inspection, we had our plumbing inspection, we had our electrical inspection, and our insulation inspection. And we had to have all those done before drywall. Now, drywall is scheduled to come in here and be stocked later this week, and they'll probably be hanging next week. And everything that you see down here will be gone and covered in drywall probably by the end of next week. And today is Tuesday of this week. So I hope this video helped you out, guys. If you're in the process, if you're plumbing your own bathroom, if you're putting your own bathroom in to save that big money, I mean, I couldn't tell you what we did here would cost you. I know that if I would have subbed this out to just a guy out of the phone book, a plumbing contractor, to come in here and bust this floor open and move these pipes around and plumb this bathroom, we'd probably be looking in the neighborhood of $6,000 to $7,000 in just labor to get this all done and plumbed in here. So if you guys are interested in putting your own bathrooms in, you really ought to go over to the Basement Finishing University and check out our training. We got a complete course in there for installing a half bath, 3/4 bath, everything in detail, everything from the rough-in like we did here, right through to setting those fixtures. So check it out over at the Basement Finishing University. We got a link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe, and if you do, hit that notification bell. That way every time we put out a new video like this one here about basement finishing, you'll get a notice saying we've got new content ready. I'll see you guys in the next video.